Yeah, so Twitch banned all the CSGO skin gambling sites, I believe, across the board. So this is all of those things where you'd go and do like crash gambling or whatever with skins, which is a huge revenue source for not only like sponsored streamers, but the site owners. Many of you probably remember CSGO Lotto, one of the most nefarious scams in internet history. It was started by YouTubers and streamers. Big scam, completely fraudulent, but that's not like that was the only one of its kind. I don't even know why I'm explaining the lore of CSGO gambling sites. I'm sure all of you know them. It's huge. It's an absolutely massive secondary market outside of the game. And now Twitch has said, we're putting the kibosh on it. Welcome to the Shadow Realm. So the article even mentions it here. It's not just content creators and shit that get sponsored by the CSGO skin gambling sites. G2. The G2 is sponsored by one called CSGO Roll. So a lot of people, including us, were wondering what happens to them now. They won't be able to be on stream because they're going to have CSGO Roll being on their shit. So what happens to them? They're going to have to lose that partnership, right? They'd have to, I think. Thanks for your sub, Armada, Rick, Alshion, Akio, Superhero, and the Prime, Ginny, and Doge. And the Bits Tory. So is it good or bad in your opinion? Oh, I think it's good. You're not going to see me crying any tears over this getting banned. Do you know how many people lose their ass on this shit? And they're usually very young. It's CSGO gambling, so skins. It's not... the argument people make is it's not like real money. It's not real gambling because it's skins, but it's very much a problem. Most of the people that engage is very young. And a lot of them are completely fraudulent, like CSGO Lotto, which isn't a unique case. So yeah, I think that's a good thing. I'm not upset about that. There's no such thing as like a real, authentic CSGO gambling service. It's all just started by shady people. So yeah, I don't really care that it gets banned. I think that'll end up helping quite a lot of people that don't realize how shady that whole thing is. He's a tier 1 Viridian and the 5 gift subs. Iridescent. The resub Waluigi. It's not just this though, they also banned, I think it was 2 other slots on Twitch. Blaze and Gamdom or something? I can't remember. So that feels more performative than this. This feels like they actually made this decision because they recognized a problem, perhaps, with so many CSGO gambling services being readily available to a very young audience. Whereas the slots seems a little more performative. It seems like they're just banning that because they don't profit directly, because they still have DraftKings and crypto gambling sponsors directly baked into Twitch ads. So that one feels a little weird. But overall, it's not like a bad thing or anything that they did that. Thanks for 10 gift subs, RTM. I appreciate that. And the 5 Geo. And tier 1 Rod. And resub Sam. I mean, gambling has actual laws in these... laws in place while these sites don't. Oh, for sure. Like I said, this feels like they actually legitimately recognized the problem and took action. 100%. It's just the slot stuff seems a little bit more like a performative piece, because if they really cared, I don't think they'd be peddling crypto gambling mobile apps in like Twitch ads. But again, it's still a good thing that they did. Definitely not a bad thing. You're a dick for what you said about electric shock therapy? What? What What? Electric shock therapy? My man, do you know how misused electroconvulsive treatment was? ECTs were legitimately a form of torture for a while. They used to do the shock the gay away. No, man, electric shock therapy isn't exactly the best thing we've ever invented. There is practical application, which is why I said that it has a history of being misused. Because it has. I understand that it actually does, to a certain extent, work for things like mania. And a couple of others that I'm blanking on. Thanks, Dankin. Thanks, resub Lego, Shiban, Celery, and Marina, and Crucial. A couple others I'm blanking on, AK, I have no fucking idea. Well, yeah, the main one I remember is Mania, because that one's pretty well documented that ECT treatment does actually have a positive effect on it. The other ones I don't remember. Well, what's the gotcha? that you just defined what I said. About as much of a treatment as meth is for sleep. Yep. You're just quoting the video now. Yep. Trying to shock the gay away, man. And a history of, like, shocking autistic people. Yeah, not exactly treatment. Oh, I don't... What battle are you fighting right now? Who are you arguing with? Because it's not me. You made up someone in your head that you're fighting with, Ryan. I don't know who it is. But I hope whoever you're arguing with, I hope they're getting their comeuppance right now. With the points you're making. Planning any new tattoos? I want more, I just don't know what yet. But at some point, yeah. Thanks to resub Luna, Jorge, Steel, Borg, Snake, and the gift sub Drag. You hear that Netflix is making an anime adaptation of Dark Souls? Yeah. I'm not optimistic, but I did hear. Thanks to the bits Girth and Jack. Oh, I think Jack's going in on it. I think he's doing great work. It's been making me laugh. And I think he's making good points. Thanks to the bits Girth. Did you hear that the main composer, FromSoft, left to become a freelancer? Yeah. I saw. I'm sure he'll do very well for himself. It's always just sad to see somebody leave FromSoft, though. I don't know why, but I've really built them up in my head as some kind of, like, tight-knit family.